ladies and gentlemen. Ayan, welcome to another beautiful night here on Miss Earth Crown. And speaking of beautiful, tonight we will have another set of beautiful women for a cause only here on the MPE in Focus here on Miss Earth Crown. By the way, I will be your host for tonight. I am Eman Feliciano, the creative content head of Miss Earth Crown, bringing you tonight's show straight here from Japan. Yan. Kung nakikita niyo po ang aking background, very Japanese style yan. Yan. But of course, we are going to interview three of our beautiful Miss Philippines Earth candidates straight from the Philippines from different venues. And let me just put the banner. Yan, here we go. So tonight, our title is MPE in Focus episode 10 pala to, no? I'm sorry, mali pa yung ano natin. Mali pa yung mali pa yung ating number. Episode 10 na pala ito. Oh my God, that's how fast things have been, ano? This is already episode 10. Malolos, Nagtipunan, and Olongapo City. All of these beautiful ladies are going to be here with us tonight. At kumpleto po sila. Ako lang ang medyo malungkot ngayon kasi yung ating co-host tonight, si Mr. Noy Sabilano, is not here yet. I hope he's able to make it later on. But alam niyo naman ang internet minsan sa Pilipinas, kapag umulan, wala ng signal. Pag wala ng ulan, wala pa ring signal. So I hope that he makes it later on. But for the meantime, I will be keeping you company tonight. And we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and on Kumu. Yeah, and speaking of Kumu, I'd like to say a shout out to Joning, and of course to one of my co-DJs on Kumu's Eargasm, DJ Gabby Lejano. Hi, DJ Gabby. Thank you so much for joining me here in the beginning. Thank you. Oh, there you go. Thank you for the Kilig virtual gift. And of course, just like on Facebook and YouTube and Kumu, I would like to encourage you to share this live stream. Yan. Please follow the Miss Earth Crown page on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. And of course, on Kumu, please follow me on my page, my own channel on Kumu, Eman Mega. And please share this live stream, those hearts, and of course, comment down below. Speaking of comment down below, kung nasaan man platform po kayo nanonood, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or Kumu, you can ask questions later on. Because, this episode is not only our chance to get to know our candidates, but this is also their chance to practice answering questions, because the very all-important biggest percentage in the competition, kind of competition, is happening beginning Friday. That is the Intelligence and Environmental Awareness Round. So keep those questions coming. And of course, we'd like to know who you are rooting for. Diyan po sa comment section sa baba, sino po ba ang bet ninyo na candidate for tonight? Is it Malolos, Bulacan, Nagtipunan, Quirino, or Olongapo City? We already have some comments coming in from Facebook. Okay, for example, ayan, Karen Princess, hindi ko na alam kung saan akong camera titingin. Karen Princess Baingan says, Lot. Yan. Si Lot ang kanyang, titingnan natin kung sino ang may nickname na Lot mamaya. Si Nikka ba yun? Si Xyra? Or si Anita? Taas nga ng kamay dyan sa backstage. Sino yung may nickname na Lot? Wala. si Xyra yata. Nagre-react si Xyra. Okay. Meron pa. Ayan na. Nagsisimula ng dumagsa ang ating mga comments. Big yes for Miss Malolos, Bulacan, according to Rose. Yan, Athens Phil. Mamaya babasahin po natin ulit yung iba ninyong mga comments. Thank you very much for being here. Oo. Well, and of course, on Kumu right now, we would like to acknowledge, I cannot not acknowledge his presence. Palabas Tayo is here with us right now. Palabas Tayo. Para po sa mga Kumu fans dyan, kung di po kayo if you haven't been on Kumu, if you're not on Kumu yet, you should be on Kumu. And one of the first channels you should follow is Palabas Tayo's channel, because Palabas Tayo creates quality content on Kumu. So thank you very much, Paul Palabas Tayo, for being here. And speaking of Palabas Tayo, Paul Abbas, our channel head for Palabas Tayo, is celebrating his birthday today. So happy birthday, Paul! Ayan, there you go. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much. Ate Glow is also here with us right now. Mm. Kung curious po kayo who these people are, kung mga stars po to sa Kumu, head on to Kumu, download the Kumu app, follow me, Em and Mega, and you can watch on Kumu right now. It's a different experience than Facebook and YouTube, I'm telling you. It's really, really fun. And of course, DJ Gabby Lihano, na earliest bird, is already with us right now. Thank you, Ate Glot. Thank you, DJ Gabby. Thank you, Paul. There you go. Now, before we read the rest of the comments, let me introduce to you our ladies for tonight. Andito na po sila. Ayan, I will already introduce each one of them, okay? Beginning with our lady from Malolos, Bulacan, Miss Philippines Earth, Malolos, Bulacan, Nikka Vhea. Hey, Nikka!
Hi, everybody! From the home of the finest artists in Makatas, again, I am Nikka Vhea, your Miss Philippines Earth, Malolos, Bulacan.
There you go. What a sweet introduction. And speaking of sweet, ang sweet ng background mo. I love the sunflowers in the background. Thank you. We'll get to
Thank you
talk
so
to you.
much.
Yes, we'll get to know Nikka more. But now let's introduce our next Miss Philippines Earth candidate coming from Nagtipunan, Quirino. Here is Xyra Ballesteros. Hey, Xyra!
Dito na kayo amin at kumusta sa lahat po ng mga nanonood sa Kumu. I am Xyra Ballesteros from the tourism hub of the province, Nagtipunan, Quirino.
There you go. What a great introduction. Siyempre. Gusto ko yung I love what you said. Very kumu. Kumusta po sa inyong lahat. There you go. And of course, last but not the least, our final lady for tonight from Olongapo City, Anita Gomez. Hey,
Well, good
Anita.
evening. Hello po. Good evening. I'm Anita Rose Gomez from the city of Volunteerism, Olongapo City.
There you go. Oh my God. Looking good, looking good, looking great. Ayan, kumustahan muna tayo. How is your, anong araw na ba ngayon? Wednesday, no? How is your Wednesday? Okay, let's start with Nikka. How's your Wednesday, Nikka? Or how have things been?
Well, right now, I feel so great. I am fresh from Eco Premier
I
kanina,
know.
and and I feel so great because I am here with you po and my eco sister, Miss Nagtipunan and Olongapo. And of course, it is such a great honor to be here to impart my initiatives about my advocacy and of course to showcase more about my municipality.
There you go. Thank you very much. Alam mo, speaking of the Echo video, congratulations on the premiere of your Echo video. Yan, ayan. Shout out to the Bahay background. Sabi ni palabas tayo. Shout out to the Bahay background. But Level Up Bahay background, meron ng backlighting naman yan, di ba? Sabi niya straight from Japan. Unique Bahay background from Japan. Si Paul talaga. Okay. Now, nakita ko na yung mga echo videos ninyo, Nikka. Napakagaganda. Walang maitulak kabigan. All of the videos, I've seen yours, of course, Anita's and Xyra's echo videos. The shots were all beautiful. As if there's a one production company making all of these. But I know that these are all your solo efforts, diba? With your own team, sometimes your own production team. I will ask more of you more about that later on. But kamustahin naman natin ngayon si Anita. Anita, how are you? Napakaganda. I love your style tonight.
Hello, Sir Emma. Thank you for asking. Well, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. These past few days and weeks have been very hectic, but I am blessed and I'm glad that I'm here to do some chikahan with you and to refresh and also to meet my co-candidate sister. Hello.
Ayun, there you go. Actually, speaking of meeting, before we began, they were already saying hi to each other, introducing themselves to each other. Even though this is virtual, I'm so happy, and it's so happy to observe that a lot of our ladies on Miss Philippines Earth are getting to know each other pretty well and are becoming friends, hindi ba? Now, let's go to Xyra. Xyra, how are you? Look at that. I like your background. I love the chair. Ngayon ko lang siya napansin actually. I love that chair. Yeah, and the guitar background. Is that a guitar or a ukulele?
Oh, it's ukulele, sir.
Ayun, it's a ukulele. Parang may
Ginamit
nahulog
ko sa
dito.
kanila.
Oo, I saw that. Yes. Oo, I have yet to see the premiere video. Ang nakita ko pala ngayon yung mga videos, but later I will go back to the live stream. Ayan. So how are you, Xyra?
Oh, I'm very happy right now, sir. And just like Nikka, I'm fresh from our Echo video presentation. And it's just nice kasi thank you so much, sir, for having us right now.
No, the pleasure is ours. Alam niyo naman yan all the time. And we're saving you ladies for our last episode. Technically, this is our last episode for the Miss
Wow.
Philippines Earth in Focus. At kayo ang aming finale, ladies, right? So we don't know kasi mukhang nagbago ang date ng Miss Philippines Earth Coronation Night, hindi ba? Tinatanong ko nga sila eh. Sabi ko nagkakagulo ang mga fans. Bakit daw nagbago ang date? Pero for now, wala muna tayong ibibigay na details. Right now, it's still the news that we have is that Miss Philippines Earth will still be virtual, okay? So sa mga Earthlings po na nanonood sa atin ngayon, ganun pa rin po our Miss Philippines Earth edition for 2021 as of today is still going virtual. If we find something out, we will let you know. Ayan, speaking of letting you know, I'd like to let you know that you have a lot of supporters right now and we have more than 100. In Kumu, we like to call it million. We like to call it million. So, meron tayong 111 million viewers right now. Di ba? Sa Facebook pa lang yan, ha? We also have viewers on YouTube. And of course, we have our Palabas Tayo team, our Eargasm team, watching from Kumu. Hello, hello. And of course, our beloved Paul. Yan. Ang daming sinasabi. All right, there you go. And we have supporters all the way from where you are from. Yan, big guest for Miss Malolos, Bulacan, sabi ni Dre Rose. Attinsville, we also have Meryl Faith Ballesteros saying, "Go Miss Nagtipunan!" Yan, there you go. Ang dami nating mga supporters. Maria Perlin Labor Saveron. I love your name. Maria Perlin Labor Saveron is rooting for Miss Bulacan. And of course, we also have Renante Danugrao is rooting for Miss Olongapo City. There you go. We have Jan. Hello, Jan. Sino pa ba yung mga nandito? Grabe. Alam mo, nag-usog lang ako ng cursor. Sandali, biglang nag-flood lahat ng comments. Ang dami-dami pong nagko-comments. Ayan, sige. Let's see. Tingnan pa natin kung sino pa yung iba nating ma-accommodate. Yan, go Olongapo, sabi ni Bob Silaw at ni Joyce. Ayan, and then we also have Sofia Malolos, Bulacan. Ayan, there you go. And then, of course, we have Trexie saying, Xyra! Ganyan. Xyra. There you go. Siyempre, Sofia believes that Miss Malolos is the best. And then, of course, Joyce is Miss Anita. Go, go, go. And then, ayan pa, si Trexie ulit. Grabe, ang dami nating mga supporters. Si Remaluz also. Ayan. Saying, hello, Miss Nagtipunan. Ayan. So we will be giving you a shout out more later on. And I would like to apologize in advance kasi sa dami po na nagko-comments. We're being flooded with comments. I might not be able to flash everything. But of course, please keep on commenting down below, both here on Facebook, YouTube, and on Kumu. And I'm sure your candidates will be able to review and see them later on. Right? There you go. Good job. Thank you so much. Now, I'd like to congratulate you first for the successful launch of your eco videos. Ayan, siyempre hindi ko na I will not grill you on your eco videos anymore because you already did that during your live launches for the Miss Earth Mother page. But for now, I will be giving you a chance to introduce yourselves and more of yourselves to our Earthlings because we are now going to have our In Focus segments.
Make more time.
Yes, what is In Focus? In Focus is the chance of our ladies to tell more about themselves in and out of the Miss Philippines Earth pageant. Okay, so I will be talking with our ladies one by one, one-on-one. Okay, so that you can know them. Alam niyo naman, our Earthlings are very... I love the Earthlings, our Miss Earth fans, because they really want to get to know their candidates. And this is also your chance, Earthlings, to create a sound judgment because alam ko na ang Earthlings gusto rin mahilig din sila maglagay ng kanilang gumawa ng sarili nilang mga hot picks, and this is your chance to have an informed decision kung sino ba ang ilalagay nyo sa inyong mga hot picks. And so let's get the ball rolling. Our first in focus lady will be Miss Malolos Bulacan, Nikka, Vhea. So Xyra and Anita, we will put you on backstage for now and we will see you later. Ayan. Relax muna kayo and take a break. See you later, girls. Yan. And now, let's focus on Nikka. Hi, Nikka.
Hi.
Hello, Nikka. Okay. So, tatanungin muna kita. I've seen your echo video already and seeing you very jolly, full of energy, ganyan, and being here on Miss Philippines Earth. Is this your first national pageant, Nikka?
Yes, actually, this is my first national pageant, and this is my first ever visual pageant. Diba? So making it in visual form, talagang it makes me more challenging and excited.
Correct. Yes, yes. So, first pageant na, tapos virtual agad-agad. Grabe yan, no? So, ako ba yung naririnig ko ba? May naririnig akong sound. Ayan. Anyway, so there you go. So first virtual and first pageant. How does it feel to finally be able to, to participate in a national pageant and virtual at that?
Actually, it is a great opportunity for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is a one of a kind experience for me because breaking the distance was definitely not easy. And stepping out of my comfort zone is a great challenge that I never thought I couldn't make. Because aside from practical struggles that we encounter, like financial needs, making our body, our physical and mental readiness, we also encountered challenges in its new and unique form, diba? And it's so hard to stand out of 66 beautiful ladies. And I also need to deal with the internet connectivity during
Right.
our live segments, interviews, and guesting like this. Of course, it's also hard to communicate with my eco sisters, with my team as we work with our advocacy, our video requirements, and above all, I feel a little bit pressure because I am the first ever representative of municipality of Malolos, Bulacan that will be joining here in the Philippines Earth. But it is good pressure after all.
I see. Wow, that was well explained. Grabe. I have a clear picture of what you've gone through and what you're going through right now. But then, I'm sure Malolos is so proud and excited that they now finally have a representative on the Miss Philippines Earth. Kaya, sa lahat po ng mga taga Malolos, please show your support. Yes, show your hashtags, your support. And we know that you are rooting for Nikka. There you go. Congratulations. Now, besides all the struggles, no, all the struggles aside, yan pala, all the struggles aside, what do you think is the best thing about your journey here on Miss Philippines Earth?
The best thing about my journey here in Miss Philippines Earth is about more on learning and experiencing the things that I never thought I couldn't make, just as I said a while ago. Because,
Yes.
since then, I always have in mind that I have a voice. And to be a delegate of Miss Philippines Earth is such an honor. It's both an honor and responsibility that I need to be proud of because it is one of my dreams. It is one of my dreams to impart this kind of advocacy to the people, especially in my community, so that this great platform can amplify it to the national audience, to the broader, a wider scope of people.
There you go. That's really nice. Now, speaking of advocacy, because you said that you're coming here because you want to amplify your advocacy so that it goes national. What is this advocacy that you want to amplify? Can you tell us more about your advocacy?
Well, my advocacy is basically named eConvert, wherein it's a 360 degrees change for environment, as it is the tagline. Well, it is a program that aims to spread biocentric worldviews about environmental issues that encourages to adopt more environmentally sensitive attitudes. Through this, we wanted to create solutions, not just to address the climate change, but also to leave an impact to the community by establishing a livelihood towards sustainable growth. Just like through conversion, that's why we name it e-convert and conservation. Um, we make product and sell it so that people could have this collaboration. And here I have here the sample.
Oh, wow.
This
Okay,
is
please show us.
yeah, this is my cassava, which is it is made from cassava starch, wherein
Wow.
after you use this is made from cassava starch and easy compostable, decomposable, so that after you use it, you can cut it into pieces, and then when you pour hot water into it, it's easy to dissolve. Diba? Sobrang eco-friendly. So I'm proud that
Very.
this very product from traditional plastic bag, we can use
Yeah,
this instead.
right. That is true. That is amazing. Let's give a round of applause to that. I'm just very curious. So, how are you able to arrive at that kasabag of yours? What did you have to learn? What processes did you have to go through?
Well, actually, before the e-convert program is more on collaboration talaga and more on webinars. Of course, we have to incorporate the manufacturers and of course the resources we have here in our community. And of course, the most hardest part is the funding, the
Yeah,
capital. And as an accountancy student, you are always belittling because what can you do that? How can you even do that? You're such a student. But I'm just stick to my goal and work hard for it and work with my uh, organization, which I work with my advocacy, which is the Enactus. And I'm proud that we arrived here and our vision became a movement now.
wow, that is amazing. Again, can you tell us again what's the name of the organization?
Enactus is an
Ah,
entrepreneurial
Enactus.
action us.
Uy, ang galing! Entrepreneurial action us. Good job. Alam mo, um, it's it amazes me, it bewilders me at the same time when people belittle students and
Mm-mm.
and say that ano bang magagawa mo, what can you do right now, you're still just a student, when in fact being in school is actually the hub of learning. You learn a lot, and you learn a lot more actually when you're in school than what most people would have in their daily lives, right? And speaking of school, ano ba yung you're in college right now, right? I think you're in university right now. Um,
Yes.
yes. What are you studying? What are you taking up?
Yes, I am currently a second year student of taking up Bachelor of Science in Accountancy at Bulacan State University. Although it is not related to
Yeah.
business, I think I am more on focus on financial aspect of it. I am
Mm-hmm.
a financial head of an Actus, and this
Oh,
being an ambassador of this organization makes me proud so that I can showcase our projects into the national audience.
that is true. Wow. Good luck, and God bless you in Actus. Kasi nakakatuwa because this project that started in your university, now you have a platform. See, now we have a lot of viewers. We are going to be viewed not only in the Philippines but around the world. We have a lot of viewers, and you have a chance to put this project forward and let people be aware of it, right? Sabi nga sa kumu ni Gabby, ni DJ Gabby Lejano, love that, right? So loving your project, loving your advocacy, so we all love a thinker and a carer for the environment. Yon. And nakikita ko that actually you might think that your course is not related, but the financial, the
Mm,
business aspect of it, it's very, very important. So
mm.
you're actually doing very well. You're doing very, very well. Okay,
Thank you
now
so much.
meron kang nabanggit kanina. You mentioned about being biocentric, right? Biocentric, forging, pushing for for a biocentric attitude. I'd like to expound on that. Pag sinabi nating biocentric attitude, ano yung ibig mong sabihin doon? Anong klaseng mindset? Anong klaseng pag-iisip yung ibig sabihin ng biocentric attitude? 'Di ba?
Well, when we say biocentric, it is more on global. It is not just a limited view, but it is more on a wider scope of environment. because environment is a broad scope. It can be an initiative to the land, to the forest, to the water, to the animals, and even as people, we are part of this environment. And being an environmental advocate, ad, and being an environmental advocate, we stand here for something. And I stand here to not just address the climate change, but also to leave an impact to the community.
There you go. And you are definitely leaving an impact to your community and to your supporters because of your great advocacy. And you know what I love about you is that you're not here just to mention, to promote and say your advocacy. It's not just verbal, it's not just lip service. You are actually doing
Mm-mm.
something about it already. So it's both advocacy in words and in action. Kaya
Thank
nakakatuwa naman.
you.
Oo. Ayun naman pala. Yun. Okay. So now, before I ask you to go on backstage again, let's look at some of your supporters' words. Ayan. Ito sabi ni Kathleen, Malolos for the win. Ayan, sabi ni Kathleen. Uy,
Yes.
mukha nga
Shout
eh.
out Ate Kathleen.
Ay,
Kilala
hello.
ko yan.
Uy, grabe. Ayan. Tsaka si Eden Diaz din, sabi niya, Go Malolos Bulacan! Hi,
Yes.
Eden!
Actually, that's my mom. Shout out,
Oh,
mom.
mommy! Hi, mommy! Aren't you proud of your daughter? Diba? She's so good. Right? And then, of course, Sophia. Sophia Corrigal is also rooting for you. Diba? Ang dami mong... Parang nandyan lang siya sa bahay, ha? Si Miss Sophia. Narinig ko siyang nag-hi. Diba? Sorry. Ayan. And then, of course, there you go. There you go. Thank you so much to all the supporters. And if you are rooting for Nikka, Miss Philippines Earth Malolos Bulacan, don't forget to drop your comments down below on Facebook, YouTube, and on Kumu. And if you have questions later, pwede nyo pong tanungin yan. But thank you very much for that. We got to know you better, and I'm so happy that I did and that we did. But we will see you again in just a little bit. All right, Nikka? Thank you very much. Relax ka
Thank
muna
you.
dyan. And now, it's the turn of our next candidate from Nagtipunan, Quirino. Let's welcome Xyra.
Hi everyone!
Hello,
Yes po,
Xyra.
magandang
Welcome.
gabi.
Magandang gabi, aba. When you came up, ayan, ang dami na naman nating viewer. We have 120 million viewers
Oh,
here on Facebook pa lang. Hello to the newcomers here on Kumu. Hi, Chef Ken. We also have Sang0719 coming up. And Joya. Huy, Joya. Hi. Welcome. And welcome to our Miss Philippines Earth in Focus. And now we are interviewing our Miss Philippines Earth, Nagtipunan Quirino. Xyra, you're so beautiful. Now I'm really curious kasi sa background mo, meron kang ukulele. Do you play the ukulele?
yes po, honestly, may talent, yung talent ko po nung talent competition namin. I played ukulele and I
Oo.
composed my original song po.
Wow,
Entitled,
baka naman.
entitled Colors of the Earth.
Wow, baka yan ang gamitin nating, malay mo yan ang gamiting theme song ng Miss Earth ngayon. Baka naman pwede mo kaming bigyan ng sample kahit na half of the song lang. Okay ba yon? Ayan,
Sure,
actually, dito sa Kumu din, marami din tayong mga musical number segments and live streams dyan. Nanonood si Palabas tayo, baka ma-invite ka niya sa kanyang show sa Kumu. And hi, Adrian7828148 Ayan, turn off muna natin tong music na to. Since nandiyan na rin yung ukulele mo, why don't you play that song for us? Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, Xyra.
I am the woman of the earth, shining like the stars, encouraging its people to nurture our nature. We are the women of the earth, and we represent its colors. We're here for a purpose and aiming for a change. Come with me, let's see the beauty of our nature. Sing with me, dance with me through the rhythm, 'cause we are the colors Thank you.
Wow! Very good, very good. Thank you so much. Napakaganda naman nun. Yan, hindi ko agad na-click yung yung back to my screen kasi sabi ko, ay parang gusto kong pakinggan yung buong kanta. But that was beautiful. That was beautiful. We are the colors of the earth.
Yes.
What inspired you? Of course, definitely, I'm sure that the Miss Philippines Earth and your journey on Miss Philippines Earth is the inspiration. But aside
Yes.
from that, what else inspired you to write that song?
Well, aside from the fact that through song I was able to express not only my love for the nature, but it's just nice that I was able to educate and encourage other people as well. For the information of everyone, the theme of Miss Philippines Earth 2021 is Colors of the Earth, which represents the different and rich biodiversity, bioorganism of our environment, and it represents the bigger picture, the brighter picture of 2021 despite of darkened 2020. And it's just nice because through song, I know that we can encourage or educate other people. Just like the song Kapaligiran of Asin, di ba, sir?
Yes, yes.
It's a legendary song, and hopefully my song will remain.
You have to release that song. You have to have more platforms where you can play that song. So i-play mo lang ng i-play, i-release mo lang sa Facebook, sa YouTube. That's a beautiful song. I've only heard a part of it, but I'm already in love with the song. So congratulations in that and good luck on making more people hear that. Ayan. Thank you so much. Now,
So much.
meron ka bang musical background? Aside from your stint here on Miss Philippines Earth, what are you busy with?
Well, I'm currently taking up Bachelor of Physical Education at Nueva Vizcaya State University, and I'm on under the online learning.
Oh,
Yes. But aside from that, I am a social media influencer. I take the platform of social media to inspire other people as well and to express my talent and to showcase the beauty of Nagtipunan also.
ayun pala. So the beauty of Nagtipunan.
In addition, sir, I also play archery.
You do archery. Wow, napaka well-rounded naman ni Xyra. Very good. A social media influencer, a music lover, of course, as an online student, and an archer. Wow. Okay, now, I'd like to ask you about one of those backgrounds, How did you get, anong klaseng discipline yung meron sa archery that you think you can take with you? Lessons sa archery, yung discipline sa archery that you can take with you into pageantry.
Well, in archery, sir, you need to focus on your goal. Just like in archery, I aim. I aim the bow and I need to focus on my main goal. And that target is the yellow. And just like in real life or in pageantry, we need to focus on our goal despite of our circumstances, despite of our flaws and imperfections. We need to stay focused on our dream to achieve it.
That is true. Napakagandang sagot naman yan. Yes. Di ba? We can take a thing or two, a lesson or two from archery yan. Staying focused on your goal and reaching that goal no
Yes.
matter what. Kasi di ba, in archery, if you don't hit the target once, you can always try again until you reach it. And you perfect your aim until
Yes,
your
sir.
arrow hits the target. Di ba ganun din sa buhay and even in pageantry. All right. Now, you're bringing a goal. So one of your goals I know is to promote your advocacy so that more people can follow you, follow suit.
Yes.
What is your advocacy?
Well, my advocacy focuses on the ecotourism of our town and sustainable eco-friendly livelihood that gives this generation an innovation and perspective. 53% of Quirino province is Nagtipunan, and we are very rich in tourist attractions. And this pushed me to my advocacy, ecotourism, and nature preservation through bio-friendly innovation because I strongly believe that we can have harmonious ecotourism incorporated with sustainable eco-friendly livelihood without harming the nature.
Right, exactly. Because a lot of people have a hard time putting it together, like how are you going to protect the environment if you're actually encouraging so many more people, so much more people to come, diba? Like usually they equate more people means more foot traffic and more destruction for the environment. So ano yung concrete? Can you give us one concrete example of how we can promote people, promote ecotourism and ask people to come while still protecting the environment?
Well, here in our municipality, we have the campaign called Disiplinadong Traveler Campaign. Since the tourism industry has been playing vital role for an economic sector, we make sure that we encourage every visitor who visit our place to practice our campaign Disiplinadong Traveler, to no vandalism to any tourist attraction, no destruction to any properties, and many more. And I hope that we should not harm our place, other places that gives us serenity and comfort. Rather, let's promote them and protect them sincerely.
That is true, correct. Yan. That is so beautiful, no? And now it's a thing. It's no longer a fad. It's actually a must to promote responsible eco tourism. Now,
Yes.
when if ever you do win Miss Philippines Earth 2021, how are you going to promote this advocacy throughout the entire nation? Kasi right now you're concentrating on, of course, on Nagtipunan, and I know Nagtipunan and Quirino is such a beautiful place. But if you win the Miss Philippines Earth crown, how are you going to promote responsible ecotourism throughout the whole country?
Well, as I raise awareness regarding to this advocacy, ecotourism, and nature preservation, I would like to make a arrangement to everyone and to the concerned sex agencies, and of course to those people I've managed to touch their hearts, to take my advocacy into action, because I believe that I cannot do this alone. And with that, if we are able to create or um, if we are able to share and make an arrangement, we will be able to adopt my advocacy not only here in our municipality, but to the whole nation rather as well.
That's great. That's great. And now, last, I'd like to ask this as my last question before I let you go back to I let you go backstage. Ayan. A lot of young people right now are going off social media kasi feeling nila toxic na ang social media right now. But you choose to be an influencer and put your advocacy forward through social media. Why do you keep on advocating through social media? What is the benefit of this to you and to your advocacy?
Thank you, sir. Well, as you know, with the pandemic that's happening right now, we all know that social media is the best platform in order for us to share our thoughts, our ideas, and it is a great platform to enable for me to share awareness and to touch other other people. And with social media, I know that there's a lot of people who is using this not only young people but pati po matatanda, di ba?
Mm-mm. Yes,
Kaya
yes.
it's a great and I'm using my song because I know that through song it's easy to encourage and educate other people.
That is right. Ano, tama ka dun sa sinabi, no? Ngayon, pati matatanda na sa social media na. Maraming
Yes.
na-bore during the pandemic. So, at pati si mga tito, tita, lolo, lola, may social media accounts na ngayon.
So yes, sir. So let us use the media to awaken the larger and wider amount of the audience.
That is true. So, it's more like using social media for positivity, di ba?
Yes.
Encouraging, instead of promoting, reacting to, and what you call this, parang imbis na gino-glorify, there you go, instead of glorifying negativity, let's
Yes.
put forward positivity and of course our advocacies. Yan, perfect. And of course, syempre we know how important social media is. Nandito nga tayo di ba? We're doing this show on social media so that we can promote our advocacy for taking care of Mother Earth. I'd like to say hi to Asha15 on Kumu. Welcome to our interview. Ayan. Thank you very much. But before I let you go, Xyra, let's look at some of grabe. nag-usap lang tayo, ang dami na agad comments na skip natin sa social media. Let's see. Let's look. Nasaan po ang mga supporters ni Xyra of Nagtipunan? Quirino. Yan, there you go. Sabi ni Trexie. Queen. Xyra Ballesteros. There you go. Sabi rin ni Nori Tigas. Go Miss Nagtipunan. Ayan. At saka sabi ni Betty Asuncion. Nagtipunan na. I love it. Hashtag nagtipunan na. Yan, nagtipon-tipunan na ang mga supporters ni Xyra para siya ay supportahan at i-cheer. So thank you very much, Xyra. We will see you again in just a little bit. Thank you so much. Ayan. Now let's go to our last lady for the In Focus session. Okay? Let's see. So now let's have our last lady for the evening for In Focus, Miss Philippines Earth Olongapo City, Anita. Hi!
Hello again, Sir Eman. Good
Hello,
evening to all
hello.
the
Ayan.
viewers. Yes po.
Yes, ay sorry. Ay, ano nangyayari sa ating screen? Good evening to you. Good evening to you. Ayan.
Good evening
Pinapakita ko
po.
lang ang iyong placeholder. How are you doing, Anita?
Well, I'm doing great. I'm doing fine po, Sir Eman. Thank you for asking. And just like what I said backstage, I am so blessed because I have surpassed all the hectic schedules and I'm
Oo
looking
nga.
forward to enjoy the journey.
There you go.
to this Philippine Earth.
Yeah, speaking of hectic schedules, kasi we know that because since this is a virtual pageant, there are requirements, video requirements that you have to submit ahead of time, right? Tapos na ba lahat yun?
Well, actually, all are finished na po. So, we are just
Ooh.
waiting for the
Ayun,
Yes.
ayun, very good. Kaya naman pala nakakahinga-hinga tayo ng maluluwa. Kasi nga napanood na namin yung ibang mga pre-competitions, right? Where all your videos were already there. So beautiful. Wala ako talagang masabi kasi all of the candidates, including you, Anita, have stepped up their game and provided us with stunning videos that promote your advocacies very, very well. Diba? Now, speaking
Yes,
of
po.
speaking of pinagkakaabalahan, I know now that you're in the middle of your journey on the Miss Philippines Earth competition. Pero outside of Miss Philippines Earth, ano ba yung pinagkakaabalahan ni Anita? What are you busy with outside the pageant?
Well, I'm just a simple normal girl. I attended my virtual schooling. I am at the second year of taking up Bachelor of Science in Customs Administration, and
Hmm.
I am enjoying it, and I'm really working towards the promoting my advocacy with the help of the NGOs and LGU in my community. And that's what makes me busy right now po talaga na I'm really working and I'm really looking forward to really act upon my cause. So
There
that's
you
what
go.
makes me busy. Yes.
Since napag-usapan na rin at you've already brought up your cause or your advocacy, can you tell us more about it? And sabi mo you have the help of your community. So sino yung mga katulong mo who are helping you put your advocacy forward?
Well, thank you for asking, Sir Eman. My advocacy is integrated sustainable solid waste management that focus on plastic pollution, which is common and rampant here in my community. Well, I personally saw po kasi that its detrimental effect not just to our environment but also to the health of the people here in my community. That is why I initiated and I really wanted to pursue this advocacy, and that is with the help of the DIWA party list and the SK in my barangay, which is I am part of because I am an SK ambassadress. So I'm really thankful that I have this position to easily encourage others to step up and to act upon the needed responsibility that we had to do in our environment. So I'm really thankful with all the help of the Viva Party List, which had been my team up and the collaboration with the mayor and my city. Well, I'm really proud. I have a very supportive community, and I'm really looking forward. Yes.
Very good. Can you tell us about one of your projects or the concrete actions that you're doing towards the fulfillment of your advocacy?
Well, there's a lot. There's a plan actually, po, Sir Eman. I have done the Scuba Sorero project together with the SK in my community. this is not just a typical coastal cleanup drive. We
Yeah.
are doing a uh, underwater cleaning of the
Oh,
plastics.
wow.
Yes, and that is with the help of the Marine, Philippine
Mm.
Marine here in my community. So I'm really grateful that I have such a very supportive community. And we also do this tree planting last week. And I'm really happy that we are really being united to this purpose. And I think that I am not just here to advocate because I'm just strengthening the existing laws and advocacy that my community is implementing. So I'm really happy.
Yes, there you go. And now you have existing laws and you have existing programs in your community. But my question now is, since you are aiming for the Miss Philippines Earth Crown, if you do, if you get the Miss Philippines Crown, if you win the title, how are you going to extend this community project into a national level project in a bigger platform?
Well, just joining this pageant had been my way and my chance to promote my advocacy in a vast audience. And if I would be given a chance and if I would be blessed to win this title, that will be more easier for me to disseminate information and to amplify voices because I think that Miss Philippines Earth organizations are really focusing on this environmental project together with our vision and missions in environmental protection. So I think with my purpose, with my advocacy for justice and climate justice that we are seeking, I think through social media also, which we are currently using, it is a great medium of communications.
That is
We
true.
can disseminate informations in a
Yes,
vast audience, in a more worldwide and even more faster than we think. So it's really
that's true.
good that we are in this era to disseminate informations more easy and more vast. So
That's
that would be my
true.
way.
Yes. Information dissemination, easy and fast. And speaking of
Yes.
dissemination and sharing, thank you very much. The Black Canary is here with us on Kumu. Hello, thank you so much po, Miss Donna, for being here with me and for sharing this live stream. Wow, thank you so much po. Maraming salamat. Ayan. Now, you're talking about climate justice, hindi ba? And this is climate justice is an advocacy that's really, it's a big umbrella of advocacy because there are so many wrongful things, injustices being done to our environment. What do you think is the biggest injustice that the people are doing to Mother Earth or to our environment?
Well, it will be the greediness and the ignorance of us people because we are living in our own safety, in our own sake, without compensating the damage that we can do to our environment. Just like now, plastic pollution is one of the biggest environmental problem that we are experiencing, and that is because of our actions. Well, actually, we are experiencing the consequences of our actions towards the mother nature. That is why I think what we really need is to step up, to
Mhm.
rethink our ways,
Yes,
and to, at the same time, make us realize that we are not here just to do what we want to do, just to consume what our nature produces, but we are here to protect it. And it is our great responsibility because, well, actually, a trivia, we are producing 8 billions of tons of plastic annually, and only
wow.
9% are being recycled. And that is so sad. As a humans, I know that I had contributed to this problem. And
Mhm.
it really makes me sad because I really wanted to help, but I knew that with my fast actions, I also contributed to this action. That is why here, as I joined Miss Philippines Earth, I wanted to strengthen my mistake, and I wanted to recalibrate my thoughts, and with the help of the people, that through encouragement, I can motivate them to change, just like what I do, because we can accept or we can see the change that we want to see if it will not start with us. So I really think
That's right.
collaboration is what we need.
That is true. Yes, collaboration, helping each other out. You know what I love about you, Anita, is that you're very passionate about your advocacy. The way you explain it and the way you convince other people to join you in your advocacy is just amazing. It's very, it's very encouraging. Diba? Your passion is inspiring and encouraging. So, I wish you good luck in your advocacy and sana ipagpatuloy mo pa yan. I'm sure that your community, Olongapo City, your organization, and your party list is very, very proud of you. Ayan. Now, speaking of your community and your organization, maybe 2, 3 years from now, how do you see your environmental advocacy in your projects in your community evolving?
Well, with the support and with the support of my community, I think the my advocacy, which is like what I said a while ago, it is already existing. I just strengthen it. So I
Yeah.
think with collaboration and with unity, I think it will still step up, and it will still
Right.
be practiced amongst my community, because I'm really happy that we're really trying to rethink our ways to help reuse something, to reuse the things that we knew we can be useful
Right.
also, and we are doing our best to lessen our waste produce here in my
Mhm.
community. And I think with 2 years from now, my advocacy is still existing and it's still thriving because of us, my community, which is very supportive.
Yes, and shout out to your supportive community. Thank you very much. Ayan, thank you. Now, speaking of community and support, tingnan natin, Anita. Let's see. Shout out. Please drop your comments of support to Anita down there. Ayan, sabi ni Ayesa May Lee. Ayan. Miss Olongapo. Ayan, Miss MPE Olongapo. And sino pa ba? Yung mga nandito na mga supporters ni Miss Olongapo. Yan, si Ayesa. Nandyan siya. Sabi niya, saka si Bob Silao. Sabi niya, go Olongapo City. Thank you so much, Bob.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you so much. And let's see. Tingnan pa natin, sino pa yung mga nandito? Ayan, siyempre si andito rin. Si JP Kagampang supporting you all the way. Anita with all those emojis, those heart, those love emojis. Thank you so much to all of you and to all your support. Just keep on dropping, shouting out your support to your favorite candidate. Sino po ba ang inyong sinusuportahan? Who are you rooting for? And now it's time. Thank you so much for that, Anita. And now it's time to bring back the rest of our ladies for tonight. Ayan. So,
Yes,
nandun
thank
sila
you
sa
so
back.
much.
Thank you so much. And just stay there already because now we're going to
Yes,
bring back the rest of our ladies. Let's welcome back Nikka and Xyra. Hi. There you go, there you go. Now, after natin silang makilala, it's now time for us to go into their minds and give them a challenge. This is one of the most awaited parts of our MPE in Focus series, and that is no other than our Queen to Queen challenge. Ayan, let me just show you this one. Here you go.
Make more time.
Yes, this is our Queen to Queen challenge. What are our ladies going to do for the Queen to Queen challenge? This is an informal debate where we give them a topic and we give them points to defend. Okay, we have one umbrella topic, and since we have three guests right now, we're going to give them 3 points to defend. Now, we gave them the topic in advance, but they do not know which point they are going to defend. We are going to assign the topic to them right now on the spot. And once they know the topic, they have to prepare their defense. What the point is, the challenge is, they have to defend the point assigned to them as if it is the best and the only, the best and the only option. Yan, parang you have to push it. No matter what is in your heart, whether you like the point or that point or not, the challenge is to defend it as if it's the best, as if you're the most passionate about it and you believe that it is the best option. All right? So we're going to have 3 rounds during the debate. So the opening, the head-to-head, and the closing. Pero for our earthlings right now, let me show you the topic that we are aiming to discuss tonight. Here you go. On reducing soil pollution, what is the best method? Okay, on reducing soil pollution. Is it planting more trees, using natural alternatives to toxic substances, or purchasing organic produce? Yan. So planting more trees, is planting more trees the best way to reduce soil pollution? O baka naman, it's using alternatives to toxic substances. The more we use more organic and natural alternatives, um, the less soil erosion there will be, the less soil toxicity there will be, right? Or is it purchasing organic produce because organic produce is less harmful to our soil and ultimately to our environment, right? Now, we are going to show to which lady each point is assigned. Okay? Here we go. Let's do this. For planting more trees, it will be defended by Nagtipunan, Miss Nagtipunan, Xyra. Okay? Now, on using natural alternatives to toxic substances, it will be defended by Miss Olongapo City, Anita. And obviously, purchasing organic produce will be defended by Miss Malolos, Bulacan, Nikka. Okay? Now you know what what you're going to defend, right? Okay, so now it's time to bring you back. So I am going to go off camera and I'm going to leave just the three of you on screen, okay? So your challenge now is to defend your point. Let me just have our charge in, okay? Our character generator. This is the Queen to Queen challenge and our topic is on reducing soil pollution. Now it's time for me to first change our mood music. Yan. Para naman we're on the mood, okay? There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our Queen to Queen challenge. I'm going off camera now, but you will still hear my voice. On screen, we have three beautiful ladies. So we have Anita, then we have Nikka, and then we have Xyra. So here is how it's going to go. So each of our ladies will have an opening statement. After the opening statement, Anita will defend her point. So Nikka has to listen to Anita because after Anita speaks, Nikka has to do some rebuttal on Anita's point and then defend her point. And while Nikka is speaking, Xyra needs to listen so that she can do her rebuttal and prove her own point. Now, while Xyra is talking, one last, Anita needs to listen because also Anita will go for her own round of rebuttal and pushing for her point. After that, we're going to have the closing remarks from each queen. Thank you very much. Hi, Neftian! Welcome to the stream. Let's begin our Queen to Queen challenge with the opening statement of each queen about the point that they are assigned. Let's start with Miss Olongapo City, Anita.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. Well, I think the most effective way of reducing soil pollution is, well, use natural alternatives to toxic substances. Well, soil or land pollution had gradually become a significant challenge that we need to overcome for establishing a healthy environment. And soil is a much more complex and habitat that remains productive only when it is cared for and nurtured. Combating and addressing soil pollution means assessing and minimizing the risk for food security, human health, and the environment. So, with the increase of population and the demand for the food had increased, and with us desiring to have a quality and fast harvesting of crops, we had become inclined of using toxic substances, and such as toxic fertilizers and pesticides. And it had badly contaminated and poisoned our soils. And it is has a very harmful effect, not just to our health, but especially to our environment. For a long period of time, it will definitely that give us a diseases and it will poison us. So I think in order for us to eradicate and to reduce soil pollution is through natural alternatives than toxic substances.
Thank you very much for that wonderful opening statement. Now, Nika, it's your turn. Give us just your opening statement.
Well, with a growing population expected to reach 9 billion by 2050, soil pollution is a worldwide problem which degrades our soils. That is truly one of the things that helps us to meet the challenges brought us by the climate change. Thus, it leads to such heartbreaking facts of today that poisons the food we eat, the water we drink, and the air we breathe. That's why I firmly stand for I firmly stand for purchasing organic produce, which is the most effective way of reducing soil pollution. Because as a consumer, we all wanted the best from its quality up to its price. That's why we often consider is the product worth the price? And buying organic products got what it takes to be the best choice and the solution of ours, as it is very simple and the easiest way to reduce pollution in our soil. Because people today, for the sake of the convenience, they didn't know what their food came from and how it is processed. Thus, purchasing organic produce is wildly useful in conventional agricultural pressure, and it comes with organic farming practices that may reduce pollution, conserve water, reduce soil erosion, increase soil fertility, and use less energy.
Thank you very much for that wonderful opening and informative opening statement, Nika. Now it's your turn. Give us just your opening statement, Xyra.
Soil pollution is widely known as the presence of contaminants in soil brought by the different agricultural practices that may lead to reaching drinking water and the environment itself. However, I strongly believe that planting trees is the best solution to lessen and eradicate this certain environmental issue. I was raised by a farmer, and he trained us to plant trees as long as we can. For this is a great investment for our environment. The purpose of planting trees is to provide a solution to absorb the toxins coming from water and air toxins. As I continue to widen my understanding regarding this topic, I am confident to claim that planting trees gives us different advantages such as saving energy and money in a way that fruit bearing trees provide us fresh fruit, clean, clean taste. It also helps us to reduce increasing numbers of soil erosions. It helps us to provide habitat for pollinators and to improve our air quality and health. Those are just some of the benefits we can get from this greening program, from the greening program.
Thank you very much, Syra. Those were wonderful and already informative opening statements. Now, I'd like you, for now, let's go to the head to head round. I'd like you to tell us exactly why your point is the best. And I'd like you to listen to each other so that you can comment on each other's statement while still pushing your own point forward. Anita, why do you think your point is the best point?
Well, I think my point is the best point in reducing soil pollution because toxic substances had really detrimentally affect and destroys the soil. And through soil, we are harvesting our crops. Through soil, this is where we plant trees. So if it is bombarded with toxic substances, so how can we grow trees? So I think this is really the best way to fight and to combat soil pollution. Because if the farmer should go for natural alternatives and plant derived or bio mass pesticides, then we can apply also the polycultural and the ways of crop productions, then I think that salt will thrive, and the planting of trees will never be a way to eradicate or reduce it.
Thank you very much, Anita. Now, Nika, Anita said that using non-toxic substances on our soil, especially non-toxic pesticides and chemicals on our soil, is the best way to reduce soil pollution. What can you say about this?
Well, truly, it is overwhelming emotion that consume us. It is good, Miss Olongapo, that you are talking about um, natural natural substances to toxic substances. However, I bet to disagree because these natural products can harm the environment as we tend to get the resources in the environment, as well as it is expensive because then conventionally produced substances. This because organic farming generally operates on a smaller scale of production. That's why I firmly believe that my stand is uh, good and the best way in reducing soil pollution because uh, in our own ways we tend to neglect that we consumers are dependent to the environment which we get our needs and we are vulnerable to exposure to toxic persistent chemicals. That's why I want to highlight that through the market we could be those responsible consumers. Not only those organic production help reduce public health risks, but it can also create job opportunities to the people and thus help our supply of produce be sustainable.
Thank you very much, Nika. Now, Xyra, Nika said that, organic produce is less expensive to produce than chemical alternatives. And it's not only organic, it also doesn't only benefit the environment, but it benefits people because it gives jobs to people. So it helps both the environment and the people have jobs. What can you say about this?
Well, compared to the use of natural alternatives, you only have to have the initiatives to plant so that it takes years to grow trees and see or reap its effectiveness. We are aiming for a longer and quality investment. With proper way of nurturing trees, we can invest for a greener and healthier environment. And I just appreciate our Sandra Nagtipunan with their community pantry program, for it is indeed a great help for our soil pollution.
There you go. Thank you very much. Syra said, we don't need any puhunan. We don't need any money to plant trees. We can just plant trees without having no capital, though it takes years to grow, but it's free to plant trees and we can do it more conveniently. Anita, what can you say about this?
Well, hitting two birds in one stone, Miss Syra and Miss Nikka, I think using natural alternatives to aside of toxic alternative is cost efficient because we can use the rotten vegetables that we had. We can use the worms as biomass or biomass pesticide. So I think it is cost efficient than what you are saying. So I firmly believe that my stand and my side is the most effective way in reducing soil pollution.
Thank you very much, Anita. And that completes our head to head round. Now it's time for our ladies to have their closing statement. Now, it's important for our closing statement to have a call to action. Please encourage our earthlings to do what you would like them to do regarding the point that you were assigned. Once again, let's begin with Miss Olongapo City, your closing statement and call to action, Anita.
Well, thank you. Well, as we experience the detrimental and gruesome effects of our actions to our Mother Earth, let's not wait for the moment where we will regret the consequences of our actions. What we do and don't do right now will affect our lives, the lives of our children and our grandchildren. And one thing we need more than hope is actions. Once we start to act, hope will follow. So, using natural alternative is the best way in solving and reducing soil pollution.
Thank you very much. Well defended, well closed, Anita from Olongapo City. Now it's your turn for your closing statement and call to action, Nikka.
Well, breaking the distance was definitely not easy. We people are only those who can bring fear or be the light that everyone wanted to see. That's why we need to take action now. We may be the problem itself, but we are also the solution. Let's redefine our ways and renavigate our mindsets on unsustainable farming practices, industrial activities, and industrial mining, untreated urban waste, and other non-environmental friendly practices. And through being a responsible consumer as well as purchasing organic produce, we can achieve sustainable agricultural production practices that is very vital for overturning the trend of soil degradation and safeguarding current and future global food security. Thus, if more people buy organic products, the demand for food which is not organic will start to decline, which means this is an opportunity for less consumption. There would be no reason to use the damaging fertilizers and pesticides that will contribute to land pollution. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that wonderful and informative closing statement and call to action. Now, your turn for your closing statement and call to action, Xyra.
We should have the initiatives to start changing the planet from ourselves. We have to rethink our habits from for us to lessen the soil pollution. We need to look several key areas of our lifestyle, such as our agricultural, greening, solid waste program practices, and more. Through those simple acts, we can contribute in reducing the said issue. Let us be the hope of today.
Thank you very much, Syra. And thank you very much to all our three ladies. Good job to all of you. There you go. Oh my God! Another round of applause. Kasi ang gagaling ninyo. Okay, there you go. Thank you so much for that. I hope you had fun. I don't know kung fun ba yon for you right now because it's a lot of pressure. But wala akong, you can't pinpoint anything amiss about your performances, about your answers, because all of you were able to defend your points really, really well. And I can see that you've done your research even before kayo sumalang dito sa ating Queen to Queen challenge. And obviously, you were ready to defend any point. But just out of curiosity, dun sa tatlo nating points, kung kayo talaga yung papipiliin ng gusto nyo, or kung meron nga bang dapat piliin o wala namang dapat piliin kasi lahat sila tama, ano ba yung choice ninyo? Let's start with Anita.
Well, Sir Edman, I think the three sides are the best way and effective way for us to reduce soil pollution. So if I were to choose, I will still choose the three because they are really effective and they're really important.
Yes, no, they go hand in hand. All of them have to go
Yes.
hand in hand.
Definitely.
How about you? Yes, how about you, Syra? Kung may pipiliin ka o wala ka bang pipiliin?
Bakit kailangan pa nating mamili, sir, kung kaya naman natin gawin lahat for
Yon.
the betterment of our environment?
That is true. Same din bang yung point of view, Nikka?
Well, for me personally, I chose plant more trees. Although they are interrelated, wherein planting trees is the core. When you plant more trees, you can switch to alternatives and rather you can go to organic produce, diba?
Totoo, totoo. Yan. I think, yeah, that's right. I agree with that. It starts with planting of trees, but then you can do other alternatives, Kasi when you plant trees and when you grow crops, you also need organic and non-chemical substances in order to grow them, hindi ba? At yung mga produce na yon na pinatubo sa pamamagitan ng non-chemical waste or pesticides, those become organic products that you can sell as alternatives to 'di ba, to farm and farm bread, meat, and of course, alternatively bred meat and crops, di ba? So magkaka-connect talaga silang lahat. Kaya very good. All the points that you raised are all beautiful, valid, and well-researched. Palapakan naman po natin sila. Alam niyo, during the debate round, ang dami-dami ulit ng mga tao na nagko-comment sa baba. Kasi sabi nila, kagaya ni Junelyn, sabi niya, Miss Nagtipunan for Miss Philippines Earth 2021. Ayan, grabe. Tapos sabi din ni, ayan nga, tapos sabi ni Jan Dave Galang, go Ate Anita. Ayan, hindi ba? So, very good, very good. Thank you very much. And then, ang dami pa nating mga comments. Ayan, sige, mag-swipe pa kayo. Minsan, nag-hang yung comment section ko dito sa backstage kasi parang ang daming nag-comment. And then, of course, Rosel Roque is going for Miss Malolos, Bulacan. Ayan. Thank you very much. That was a wonderful night with all of you. One more round of applause for everyone. Maraming salamat. Now that we've gotten to know our three ladies from Olongapo, Nagtipunan, and Malolos, Bulacan, it's time for us to follow their journey more all through the end of their Miss Philippines Earth journey. And speaking of the Miss Philippines Earth journey, meron tayong isang malaking competition, round of competition coming up this weekend actually, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Ano nga ba yun? Why don't you invite them to that one, Anita?
Well, thank
Ano
you
yung mangyayari?
for the opportunity po. Yes po. July 17, magkakaroon po kami ng Intelligence and Environmental Awareness. It is a prejudging. So, stay tuned po and support us in this segment po. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. Speaking of support, sino, Anita, ang gusto mong pasalamatan tonight?
I really wanted to thank a lot of people who had really helped me and who really support me in this journey of mine. First of all, Tito Rogin of Vhea. Hello, Tito Rog. Thank you so much. And to my community also, led by our mayor and also the Vhea party list. Thank you so much. And I also wanted to thank my team, Pia Jason, Jasper, Ate Romel, and thank you so much, and to my family, thank you so much, and to all those supporters and our supporters, please do support us with my co-candidate sisters in this journey of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anita. And speaking of thank you, gusto ko lang magpasalamat. Quick shout out to those who are with us on Kumu right now. Austria, hi! Luke, Zoe, and of course, Norlin. Thank you so much. Now, Xyra, ayan. Aside from the intelligence round, meron pa ba tayong aabangan for the Miss Philippines Earth journey this year?
Yes, napakarami pa po kayong dapat abangan. The swimsuit, final gown, and of course, the intelligence round na magaganap po sa Saturday.
Ayun. Wow, ang dami. Sabay-sabay pa yung mga competitions. But I'm sure our Earthlings are always here to tune in. And
Yes.
Nikka, sandali, bago pala tayo kay Nikka. Xyra, sino yung mga gusto mong pasalamatan?
Of course, sir, I would like to thank you for having us today. Thank you so much, sir. And to all Nagtipuneros, sa lahat po ng mga nanonood ngayon, sa Kumu, and sa lahat po ng social media platform, maraming salamat po sa pagsubaybay. Sa mga Nagtipuneros, my fellow Quirinians, and of course, to the LGU Nagtipunan, headed by our Municipal Mayor, Nieveras Camo Mineses. Thank you so much po for always supporting us.
Ayun, siya pala yung nickname na na-mention kanina.
Yes, sir.
So, Mayor, hello po, Mayor. Yes, Ate Glo, on Kumu, sabi niya, ang lapit na yung kanilang intelligence round. Yes, and it will be broadcast live on Facebook and the YouTube pages of Miss Earth. Yan, Miss Earth. At dito din sa Miss Earth Crown, simultaneous broadcast din here on Miss Earth Crown, ang intelligence round. So, abangan nyo po yan. Yan. And speaking of our candidates, ang dami po nating candidates. And meron yatang nagaganap na voting online, ano? Meron tayong online platform for voting. Nikka, ano ba tong online platform na pwede nilang i-download para makasupport pa sa inyo?
Yes, actually, you can vote us in the ecosystem app. So please continue to support me and other delegates of your favorite in our journey here in Miss Philippines Earth. You can like, share our pictures that is to be posted on the official Facebook page of Miss Philippines Earth. And of course, kaka-premiere lang kanina yung aming mga eco video. Lalabas na
Oo.
po lahat yan. So like, share, and all na talaga. Of course, vote me in
True.
the ecosystem app as your echo favorite and during our live events, our segments, and of course, you can watch our daily echo activities. Araw-araw po yan para maipakita ang aming mga initiatives, para makapag-travel na rin kayo sa iba't ibang municipality dito sa Pilipinas, di ba? Kaya bongga na.
Bongga talaga. Ayan. Uy, alam mo maganda yung sinabi mo, Hana. Through watching your eco videos tsaka yung daily activities, nakaka-travel tayo sa buong Pilipinas.
Yes.
Lalo na ngayon na hindi ba natin magawa yun physically. It's a great way of virtually traveling throughout the whole Philippines para pag nagawa na natin yun in person, alam na natin kung paano natin ina-navigate yung mga municipalities, cities, and towns ng mga candidates natin. So thank you very much. Nikka, sino ba ang gusto mong pasalamatan?
Sir, first of all, I would like to thank you, Sir Eman, for
Thank you din.
having me and my eco sister for tonight. I really had a good long night, chikahan. Long day talaga. Talaga namang
Oo nga.
nag-enjoy ako. To the highest level ang kwentuhan natin, and not just to showcase myself but also get a chance to impart my advocacy. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank my family, friends, and classmates, supporters who is watching right now. Hello sa inyo. Shout out
Mhm.
sa inyong lahat. Of course, to the municipality of Malolos, Bulacan, and provincial government of Bulacan. Thank you for your unending support.
Thank you very much. And speaking of support, we would also like to thank our Earthlings who are always here, the supporters of our queens, and lahat po kayo na nagla-like, nagsishare, dumudot-dot ng heart sa Kumu, and those who are watching, and the replays also. Speaking of replays, even though after this live, this episode will be available on our Facebook page, Miss Earth Crown, and of course on the Miss Earth Crown channel on YouTube. Nasa isang playlist lang po yung buong MPE in Focus season. Kaya pwede kayong mag-binge watch. Bongga, di ba? Oh, pwede kayong mag-binge watch. Ayan. Yung mga candidates na iba, pwede nyo pong i-review ang inyong mga performance. Ayan. At malaman nyo how to properly answer some questions, hindi ba? So there you go. And speaking of properly answering the questions on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during the intelligence round, we'd like to announce at pwede na po naming sabihin that Miss Earth Crown will have a big role in the intelligence round competition because our editor-in-chief, Mark Ligachalian, will sit as one of the judges for the intelligence and environmental awareness round. Yan, Mark Lee, of course, our editor-in-chief is a learning and development executive. He is also a communication arts instructor. Ayan, and of course, a writer and a blogger. At siya po ang editor-in-chief ng Miss Earth Crown. So, siya po ang isa sa mga aabangan natin. And speaking of, tomorrow po or later we are going to post dito po sa Miss Earth Crown Facebook page na if you were the judge. Kaya kayo po Earthlings, kung meron po kayong mga tanong na gusto nyong itanong sa mga candidates natin, kahit sino, general question to walang specific na candidate. Please, when we upload the post, please do comment dahil we are going to choose questions that we will ask the candidates themselves on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. At i-acknowledge po namin na sa inyo galing ang tanong. Ayan, di ba? Bongga. Sorry, mali ang sound effects. Oo, there you go. Kaya, there you go. So please, abangan nyo po yan this coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And abangan nyo rin po, even though this is our last episode technically for the Miss Philippines Earth in Focus, we are going to do the next episodes will be our MPE 2021 Roundup series. These are episodes where some of our guests will comment, will give their picks and their bets kung sino ba sa tingin nila ang karapat-dapat na maging Miss Philippines Earth 2021. At after ng coronation, meron pa rin tayong roundup series kung saan ang mga guests naman natin ay magbibigay ng kanilang opinion on how the show went. At walang iba, ang guest natin walang iba kundi ang ating mga reigning Miss Philippines Earth Queens na sila Roxy. Yes, ayan. Kasama po ang ating Miss Philippines Earth Court. Kaya abangan po ninyo yan dahil na-miss natin sila at masaya ang discussion. But speaking of abangan, I'm sure makikita natin ulit sina Anita, Xyra, and Nikka soon. So good luck on your journey on the Miss Philippines Earth stage. Yan! So that's all the time we have right now. On behalf of our guests and the whole Miss Philippines Earth, Miss Earth Crown team, I would like to say thank you so much, Earthlings. Stay safe at abangan po natin kung sino ang susunod na magiging Miss Philippines Earth 2021. Thank you so much. Ayan, let's wait to everybody. Bye, everyone, and see you again next time.
Bye! Thank you po!
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.